Yes, I could attack it with my bare hands. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! We have a patient! We have a patient! Oh no! That's Hannah, right? I'm glad you heard the horn. You've gone ahead and made the patient comfy in one of the free beds. I hope you can make them feel better as soon as possible. That's a good way to do it, Vent Melkin. That's a good way to do it. If you can't, well, we'll have to take them to Matteo instead. We can't risk the health of any of our villagers. Don't mess anything up and Matteo won't have to come in and clean up after you. You hear? Wow! Talk about pressure. Yeah, I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When a resident falls ill, they're moved to any available bed in the clinic. You must treat them before the remaining days icon above their head reaches 0 and they are moved away from the town for further medical assistance. Oh. When the remaining days icon will change when you successfully treat your patient. They will spend another day resting and return to their home the next day. Okay. So what do we got? No stealing my bottles. My right knee feels weird. All right. Well. Oh, there it is. Diagnosis. Uh-oh. Now we got this. Time for some Dance Dance diagnosis. I missed one. Okay. That's okay. We only missed one. Woo! Scary. Violet Mist. Well, I have one of those. This is why we always have one ready. Treatment completed. Ah, splendid work, Sugar. I think the sickness has gone. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We cured her without even trying. And that is true. That is true, Logcal. You did threaten to shave Zero earlier. Alright, well, we have accidentally already had the item needed to cure our friend. When did I say I was cute? I said nothing of the sort. I said nothing of the sort, chat. Ooh, the bear paw is 3. That's nice. I don't still have anything that's like a bottom corner. And I think Noah's on mobile, so I don't think they actually can clip, which is good for me. Hello, my darling feline. What you doing, babes? What you doing, babes? That would kind of work. We could do one of those down here. And got a ton of these. We'll put that there. One of those there. Okay, through. Done. Oh, you can clip on mobile. Huh, I thought you couldn't. All right. Well, let us feed our puppers. That. And feed. Oh, we're out of mushrooms. Yeah, that's true. You always have issues too with your mobile phone, no? I know you always, unfortunately, seem to have issues with that. Alright, so let's grab the mushrooms. All right, so mushrooms have been picked up. Let's go ahead up to here to the town square. I'll grab a bite of my lunch. And there's really not much to do right now except for ingredients and fishing and all that. Hi, Derek. You might check out the VOD catches. Oh yeah, no, VODs are open. VODs are open. Unfortunately, there's going to be 3 stinking VODs for today's video because OBS keeps having encoding errors. I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Minigame rhythm, okay. Fishing minigame, upgrading tools, part-time work. Here we go. No, it is the post office. Okay. That's down there by the town hall. I really want to see what the post office job is. Whew! That's got to be an iPhone. At that price, that's got to be an iPhone. Greetings, Scrappy. Must be difficult becoming a chemist. Well, I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Crafty. Ah, post office mini job. Here we go. Do you have time to help me out with these packages? I have a load of packages I need to ship out of town. I'm looking for someone to help me pack the goods. How about helping me out? Alright, minigame. Now, you see that board by the entrance? Yes. Yeah. Alright, sign yourself there if you want to help me out with this. I'll pay you for your time. Well, of course you will. I don't do anything for free. That's a lie. I do all kinds of things for free. Sunset or a cosmic sky. Whoa. Yeah, to be honest, Sinful, doing a sunset or a sunrise with my hair, I would love to. I had that quoted once how much that would cost, and that has kind of put me off doing it for a while, but I'm with you. I would love to do a sunset or a cosmic sky. That would be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And if I remember correctly, we're similar hair colors. So if you're the hair color I'm thinking of, that would look really good. Yeah. 'Cause yeah, that kind of dye job is expensive. It's worth it. It's worth it, but who? But I think you and I are similar hair colors, and I know that would take to dye really well. Like, I know for a fact with those temp dyes, my hair takes them like they're a sponge. And that's true. Hair chalk is pretty easy to experiment with, but trying to do hair chalk on my entire head would be yucky. I don't know. I mean, it's Halloween, so I might pick up some temp dye in the Halloween aisle to see what I can see. I mean, I might not even look good with purple hair. We don't know. Alright, the post office is making me play while you're doing part-time, blah, blah. Let's pack as many goods as you can. If you make a mistake when packing a box, you'll have to repeat the process. Okay? Oh, crap. Oh. Ah! Whew. That's a little challenging, actually. Off topic, but nerdy. Ooh. I'm gonna try jet black or silver. Silver is a hard color. Black is easy. I've seen that before, Amaryllis. I have seen that before, and I'm totally going to put that in Discord later. But yeah, I have, and you can ask Zero Wolf about his experience with dyeing his hair silver. It's hard. Silver is a hard color to get because you have to bleach your hair first. And it's so hard to do because if you're not careful, it just turns out this sickly straw yellow, and it does not look good. Yeah, ask Zero Wolf about when he cosplayed Malfoy from what was the Malfoy father's name? Lucius Malfoy. Ask Zero Wolf about when he cosplayed Malfoy and we dyed his hair silver. That was an experience. A rather fun experience, but still an experience. All right, we're going to the church to grind some grapes. Excuse me, are you free right now? Yes? Your fashion sense is very peculiar. I suspect it's just a matter of different cultures, but still hideous. Wow, you remind me of my sister-in-law. We actually have photographic evidence of that, too. Because myself and my sister-in-law went as Hogwarts students. I had my invisibility cloak and everything, and Zero Wolf was Lucius Malfoy. And my goodness, was he popular that night. God, what was that? I think that was the midnight premiere of the Order of the Phoenix that we went to that, like, all in cosplay. See, you've done a great job grinding those grapes for me. Now I can focus more on worship than on making grape juice. I can't thank you enough for your hard work, chemist. Extra money? I'd have to find them, though. I'd have to find them, because that was ages ago. I might actually have to pull those off of, I might actually have to pull those off of Facebook. Oh, Facebook. Alright, I think the puppers has been fed and watered already today. No, I have not fed the puppers. Have a mushroom, puppers. Have a mushroom, my fuzzy friend. Hello, child. I'll give you a present, but I'm not going to. What's up here? Nothing? Nothing? Tra-la-la? Was I doing a streak? I might start with a streak. I'll probably start with a streak just to get my courage up about doing it. But I mean, we went to the knitting thing. Like, I swear, all of the old ladies there had their hair dyed wacky colors. One woman even had hot pink. There was one older lady, I'm guessing, I say older, but I mean, I think she was probably in her late 50s, had, like, hot pink hair. So why can't I dye my hair purple? Alright, let's go do the police job. Ah! Nope. Nope, dang it. Done. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, hi, Zhao. I didn't realize you worked in the police department. Huh. I guess they need clerks, too. I've already talked to you. Have I already talked to you, Osmond? Not today. We color her pretty regularly, so you know no one out there. Well, I know. It's just more of I care about other people's opinions and stuff, and I'm always worried that someone's going to be like all nasty about the fact, like, oh, look at her, she has purple hair. I don't know. I'm self-conscious. I worry about everything. I know Zero Wolf is encouraging me to do it, so. As he walks into the living room and says, we'll do it together. Yeah, I know you want to dye your hair blue. Hi, Yuki. Not dyeing my hair on stream. No. I also don't think Zero Wolf realizes the implications of doing it, because we're going to have to get, like, new pillowcases. I will not have our good flannel pillowcases destroyed by hair dye. Yeah, that's true. There is a one-finger response for those people. I'm supposed to be doing something, and I think it was going to go fix that bridge. Not bridge, the landslide. So let's go with the landslide and see what we need. Because I know I have the money for it now. Really? You're gonna throw it up on the ridge? Save the flannel, yeah. Which, man, I was talking with Zero this morning when we were going to the gym. I am totally putting the flannel sheets on the bed next time. I was sad and relay, but I've gotten to the point where I'm happy to just be... Yeah. And there are certain things that I am much more lackadaisical about than I used to be. Like, I will go fursuiting, but I think part of that is because you don't know it's me in the suit. Oh, which I am so sad. I might not be suiting at MFF this year. As for those of you who don't know, the lottery results came out yesterday. And Zero Wolf and I did not get a room in the lottery. Which means we're on our backup plan. Which is the hotel that is a mile away from the convention center. So, with the hotel being a mile away from the convention center, it is unlikely I'm going to bring the big fursuit. Because I am not walking through the streets of Rosemont for a mile in my big Chimera fursuit before I get to the hotel. Not in a Chicago winter. Not to mention, if I have to get out of suit, that's a problem. And by the time I get to the Hyatt proper, I will be exhausted wearing SIL. So, we're still planning on going to MFF. I just probably won't be fursuiting. Just sad. Is it really the 35th anniversary of The Princess Bride? That's crazy. Well, no, it is better than 5 miles, no. And I mean, worst case scenario is we could always get an Uber and stuff if we did have to have a hotel that far away. But it unfortunately puts a big wrench in me bringing the fursuit. No, it doesn't work that way, Zero Sniper. Like I said, we'll still be there. I just don't know if I'm going to be bringing Syl. The shark will definitely be there. Like, my shark boy will definitely be there, because that suit I can walk around in all day. Maybe this will be the, maybe this will be the impetus for me getting a pair of outdoor paws for him. My Sharky still does not have outdoor paws. Oh, Crafty, you just thought about that, didn't you? Oh, there is a fursuit maker out there that I am aware of that does Digigrid outdoor fursuit paws. And they're long. Like, they come up to your knee. And I want a pair of them so bad. Although I don't know, chat. What do you think? Shark. Digigrid or not Digigrid? Because for all intents and purposes, my shark is half something else. Because he does have fuzzy ears. So I think we canonically set that he is part fox. So I could go either direction with him. I could go Planta or Digigrid. What do you think, chat? Shark Boy, Planty or Digi? Refers to October's as the official release. Wow, I did not know that, no. Kind of awesome, though. Uh-oh. We have another patient. Hello, Crafty. I was just passing by and wanted to give you these moon cloves. Oh! Hmm? Why do you look so confused? Oh, you didn't know about our gift-giving tradition. Since you're new to Moonbury, I thought I'd share something with you. Moon cloves are a symbol of friendship. They're a Moonbury specialty. People love receiving them as presents. We give moon cloves to our friends to strengthen the bonds between us. Why don't you try it? Is there anyone you like? As a friend, I mean. Hope we can all be friends. Wow, you are the nicest person so far. See you around, Crafty. Seriously, Martha, you are like the nicest person. I do not know the difference between Planty and Digi. The way a dog walks opposed to the way a deer walks. Well, that's a different mechanism. It's a plantigrade animal. I mean, technically deer are plantigrids, but they have hooves. Oh, the difference between how humans versus dogs. Yeah, I should have thought of that, Amorous. Yeah, it's the way humans versus dogs, where humans work on the ball of the foot and their heel. Digigrid means that you're walking on your toes, basically. Hello, Derek. My lower right arm feels weird. Alright. Violet Mist. Well, I have another one of those. There you go, friend. Huh. How come I didn't have to do the... I didn't have to do the mini game that time. Interesting. Looks like I got my strength back. I'll go get some rest before I go on duty again. Huh. Alright. Well, that was easy. So let me go make another Violet Mist. Always have one potion in stock. I wish I had something that did that corner. That would be spiffy keen if I had something that did that corner. One of these. Done. Alright, Violet Mist, go. Ba, ba, ba. Alright, time to befriend villagers. So the first villager I would like to befriend is our sister over here at the church. Because she seems like a very nice lady that I would like to be friends with. Gotta come up with an innovative bath soap recipe. Perhaps? Maybe not. Oh, guess what? You're here, so you get a present. Have a present. You knew I like this tea? Thank you. Ooh, nice. Alright, so now we just gotta wait for a minute. Well, I will have a seat here. I will eat some of my lunch. And then we will do grapes. Wonder if I can get anyone to make me. Well, I could make my own fursuit paws by MFF. I really should just whip out a pair of outdoor paws for real. Oh, my shark boy. 8 o'clock, that it is. All right. Go do our job? No. Oh, closed on Wednesdays. Oh, well, that was a waste of time. Oh, you have a hat. What do you think? I shouldn't. Aw. Oh, hello, chemist. Why am I here? Anus, my spirit friend. A gift from the living. Thanks? You are so odd. I like Victor, actually. Chemist, don't forget to eat well today. Should I cook tomorrow? I really would like to befriend the sister, so is she in here? I wonder if that's Victor's room. Oh, I bet you it is. I bet you that's Victor's room. It seems oddly appropriate that Victor's room would have that in it. Not sure. My work is physically demanding, so I need to work out. Hey, thanks for the treat. You're welcome, Moonheart. And I guess we'll... You know what? Just because I want to go befriend Up. Hey, Liano. Hey, Skipwag. How about an arm wrestle? I'm yanking your chain. Excuse me, I'm yanking your anchor, landlubber. You don't have a chance. You also have a hook. I would prefer to not arm wrestle someone with a hook. Alright, so last but not least... Oh, my hair? Fabulous, right? I dyed it myself. Alright, we need to go up here and talk to Otmar. Otmar. Otmar, my friend, I would like to give you a present. Because you are a sweet bean. I have a feeling that you get made fun of a lot, and I hope that's not true. You really do seem like a sweet bean. See? Or... If Rule is part fox, then I believe Digi would be the crocodile. Yeah, I mean, it's really the only way to explain his ears. Because he does have fuzzy ears. And there is actually such a thing as a fox shark. So it's not completely inaccurate. There actually is a breed of shark called the fox shark. So it is not completely inaccurate. Alright, we need that mushroom to feed the puppers. Alright, puppers. I will pet you. And then I will feed you. Cannot believe we named him Kringle McGuffin. I guess that's what I get for asking chat to come up with a good name, is we end up with Kringle McGuffin the sheepdog. Kringle McGuffin. We need more trees. That I can do. Cutting down trees. So since it is Thursday and I'm kind of doing a meaningless task right now, anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? I don't think Zero Wolf and I really have anything planned, although I might drag him for apple picking, like I said, on the weekend. Probably Saturday. And yes, MacGuffin the Third. And that's true, you're going to the market, Amaryllis, and that's going to be fun. can't wait until you start selling at the market and you can tell me about all the wonderful people you meet while you're selling your wonderful leather goods. I know once you get to doing that, you're going to be a great success. We have enough. Go check. Oh, that's awesome, Amaryllis. Going to Renfest? Heck yeah, Zero Sniper, you should. I'm gonna vibe and catch up on vids in time to go. See, that's the perfect weekend, Kagan. That is the perfect weekend. And that's gonna be beautiful weather, too, for the two of you to pull up on the couch and just catch up. It might be actually what Zero Wolf and I end up doing on Saturday. Alright, we should have enough now. Nope, still need more wood. Still need more wood. I'm fine on health craft, don't worry about it. Bum bum, cutting down the trees. Funny as I'm sitting here doing this, I remember some of the early reviews I saw for this game from people that had played the demo. The biggest criticism people had was that the game didn't advance fast enough. Like the fact that they could only cut a certain amount of supplies every day, or only, like, gather this much stuff, bug the heck out of people. You kind of miss the point of this being a slow play game, don't you? This is not something you speedrun. If you want to speedrun, go play Ori or, like, Hollow Knight. Although, heck, there are people that speedrun Stardew, which I will never understand. Like, speedrunning Stardew completely is not what I would do. It's a valid thing to do, but man, Stardew is my relaxing game, not the stress of a speedrun. Alright, well there's all my money. Oh, we're fixing the wall. Okay, now, let's tidy this thing up. We'll clear this up away. Bleh. We'll clear this all away with the materials you've provided. Beautiful. Ah, the path has been cleared. Now you can explore even more of the area. You might come face to face with something you've never seen before, Uphead. I'd recommend you check your tools before exploring the area. Don't forget to check the community board. There'll be new requests posted. Well, and that is true. That is true. You travel to explore new places since you fix an obstacle around the fields. In new regions, you may find more resources, more wild animals, and more challenges. Each time a new area is unlocked, new quests will be registered on the community board. Task objective will vary depending on the areas you've just unlocked. Okay. Well, first things first. That is important to activate that. Now we have to fast travel. Oh! Oh. Hi. Are you hostile? No, you are not hostile. You are just adorable. Oh, look at the beetle! Oh, dear. Copper nugget. Okay. Yep, we're out of energy. Okay. Well, ooh. Oh. Ooh, that unlocked a ginormous new area. There's a beach! Oh, there's a beach! We can go explore a beach! What? There's a beach! What's that? Apparently something I need to go investigate is what that is. Okay. Well, we've got stuff to do now, chat. We have stuff to do. But we're going to go to the town square. And we're going to go check out that board. There's no available quests. Okay. I'm busy at the moment. Let's speak another time. Well, I'm still going to give you a present. Thank you for the gift. I hope I can return it one day. Nope. Well, if I can't do that, we've already done... You know, I'm a dork. We didn't do the post office or... We didn't do the post office today, did we? Hi, Zeke. Yeah, probably Zero Sniper. I mean, I was a good girl and got some food. That was lovely, isn't it? We're in the capital in every way. I bet you Zeke is the old alchemist. I have a feeling that we have already missed our opportunity to do the post office today. Yep. Well, at least we can go do the police station. Actually, is this open? It is. And there's a cutscene. Hey, you. What are you doing? Oh, you're that person from the capital. Welcome to my place. This is Moonbury's Tavern. We serve food and drink, and we have some arcade machines downstairs. Feel free to drop by during our opening hours. Oh? There are people that I can talk to. Hello, Opalheart. Oh, it's you. What do you need? I'm Opalheart. You might have heard my blacksmithing. Yeah, I just want to talk. You're finding a chemist, so I hope you have a good day. Okay. So a lot of this quest, or not quest talk, this daily talk is repeats. And Mayor? No! Mayor! Mayor! Hope you're able to enjoy your town as much as I do. I'm sure you'll get along with everyone and make new acquaintances. Sweet. Okay. So... what's down in this arcade? Ooh, I see slot machines. Hi there, sweetheart. This is your first time here, isn't it? Yeah, the mayor does look like Uncle Pennybags. Oh, welcome to the arcade center. Feel free to play games here when you're bored. Or maybe you can hang out with me if you're at a loose end. Oh my. Those arcade machines. I clean them just so they can get dirty again. Yeah, that's the life of an arcade person. Alright, well. Okay. Ah, here we go. What? Tutorial. Ah. No, dang it. No, dang it. No, dang it. Stop hitting the white moles, Crafty. No. Nice. What? 6th place? Ooh. So do I win any money for this? No, dang it. Ah! Ah! Stop hitting the white mole. slightly better that time. So unfortunately, that doesn't actually win you any money. You enjoying yourself here? Don't forget your manners. This isn't the capital. Yeah, yeah. So I was hoping like I could actually gamble and win some money here, but apparently you can't. So apparently, yeah, it's just a little mini game you can play. No. Ah! I'm learning. Ah! Quit whacking the white one. We're doing well today, Jiro. We are doing well. Wishing it was Friday, but I will accept Thursday. Yes, I am determined to get the high score. I'm sorry. I want to know what happens when you get the high score. No. Dang it! Hey, did we just get the high score? Nice! So, what is the purpose of that? Absolutely nothing. Well, we got the high score at least. But we did a thing. We got a high score. Well, let's go to the police station. Yeah, pretty much Zero Sniper. Alright, well, let's get some money here. Sort 20 bottles of ink. Nice. Perfect run. Perfect run, chat. We didn't make one mistake on that one. Alright, so that gets us a little bit of coin. There's nothing on this board. Okay, we got a neutralizing herb balm, we got a relaxing, we got a sun drop, and a violet mist. So let's see if there's any other potions we need to make. I probably could have just walked up here, but oh, hi. What do you want? I've already patrolled this area. It doesn't feel right. I'll do some more patrolling, just to make sure. Excuse me, Crafty. You jerk! You are watching my house! You jerk! You are totally watching my house. Rude. We don't have a wound cleanser. That's what it is. Oh, we don't have a... What are we missing? Oh, whatever. We'll make a wound cleanser. Let's see. That should go there. Grab one of these. No, we won't. Get more of those. We could do a spore, I guess. And one of these. Alright, start brewing. Alright, so what do we not have in stock here? We've got neutralizing, relaxing, sun drops, violet mist, and wound cleanser. I believe that's everything. Do we have sun drops? We have to have sun drops. Well, I guess that's it for today. we make good money in this? Like, there's got to be there's got to be more to this than there's got to be more to this than just making potions to make money. All right, who's sick today? Mercy. My lower right arm feels weird. My right palm. Oh, you've got two problems. Ugh. All right, here we go. Dance Dance diagnosis time. Done. Ba-da-ba-ba. What do we get? And diagnose this. The goal. Whoa. The goal of this minigame is to correctly remember a sequence of inputs that appear one by one on the screen. Oh no. Okay. Down, right, left. Oh. Up, right, right. Left, right, down. Nice. Ooh, I can see how this would get really complicated later on. All right, well, you need a sun drop, which I have already made. And you need a violet mist, which I already have made. Nice. So sun drop and violet mist we need to replenish. Thanks for taking care of me, Crafty. I really want to lie down at home as soon as possible. Okay, so what was it? It was violet mist and sun drops that we needed to replenish the supply for. So, violet mist. Violet mist and a sun. I have another one. Violet mist and a sun drop. Here's my violet mist. Highest quality too, I might add. Nice. And the other one was we needed a sun drop. Because yes, I'm being weird and trying to make sure that I always have one of each in stock. Oh, I don't know if that's a good way to go about doing this, but it seems to have been working out for me so far. There you go. And that way we're able to just kind of instantaneously treat anybody when they come in. So that's it for that. Let's head on over to the monastery. We should check the community board today too and see if there's any community stuff for us to do. Actually, I can go talk to the farm too. Have I like actually met you? No. No. Oh, I can't wait until we unlock the kitchen. It's also very interesting that they have these sirens set up everywhere. It makes me wonder if at some point we're going to have to deal with like an epidemic of something. Oh, it's not 8 o'clock yet. Come on. Come on. Tick over to 8. Thank you. All right. Totally cheating by using the keyboard. Done. A small chunk of change. Hello, sister. Dear gods, have mercy. Blah, blah. You're the same thing you said before. I'm thankful for your generosity. You'll be my friend soon. Hello, Mariella. I've made far too many cookies lately. I wonder if friendships degrade in this like they do in Stardew. You know how in Stardew, if you don't continuously give your people in town gifts, their friendship will degrade over time. I wonder if this operates on the same principle. I doubt it. Oh, and there's someone else who's knitting. It makes me so happy to see fiber arts in video games. Makes me so happy to see fiber arts in video games. Available jobs. Oh, not for lack of trying to make friends with the townskeepers here. Not for lack of trying with the townspeople. Y'all are just not giving me any jobs to do. Hello. I still say you were watching my house last night, creeper. Not fair. You're lame. What even is a chemist? More schooling than you obviously have had, small child. Alright, let me see if I can do this one with the keyboard. I am kind of curious. Can. Done. I wonder if that actually is building friendship too. I'm exhausted, but there are still some deliveries to do. You know, I bet you he's exhausted because he lives a double life. Rest from this town. I'm grateful that I'm not alone. Ooh, okay. So you're saying there is a request here. You can accept requests in the community board to take tasks around Moonberry. Oh, is it because I never actually... Oh, no, this is a different board. This is a different board. Sure, we'll take all three. I can do all three of these, actually. Tasteless sap to delivery box. Well, where's the delivery box? There's the delivery box. There's your white meat. Nice. There's one quest done. And the other one I was doing. Get wild beehive. Okay. I wonder why it's not displaying the third one. Alright, so where do I get tasteless sap from? Tasteless sap, tasteless sap. Bitter tasting, tasteless sap. Slimy, tasteless substance harvested from a tree, usually consumed. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we gotta go cut down some trees. So let us go cut down some tweez. And then we'll do the police station when we're done cutting down trees. Oh, that is a really nice way to do quick swapping of, that's a really nice quick swap for doing quests. That's super nice. I'm also super paranoid that my stream has frozen again. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Oh my god, it's 2 o'clock. Alright, well, we're gonna finish up this day, chat. And then I've got to, unfortunately, get going. I'm having too much fun playing this. I didn't realize what time it was. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. That. Oh, Puppers is sad. Oh, Kringle McGuffin. Have a pets. And now have a mushroom. 'Cause I can't feed you real food. You only get mushrooms, my fine fuzzy friend. Actually, mushrooms probably aren't too good for dogs. I guess it would depend on the kind of mushroom. Hello, bar. Well, that was fortuitous. Alright, give me your pub. Oh, don't want the dog. Not mean to whistle for dog. Wrong tool. That. Yeah, yeah. That is true. If it is that mushroom, the doggy is doing really good. I want to cut down one of these big trees and see what it does. Oh, wrong tool. Wow, those take a lot to cut down. Give me a lot of wood, though. Do we have enough for that? Really don't tell me. We have 2. Wow. Okay. Oh, what is that adorable thing? Oh my god. It is not nice. That lion thing's a little aggressive. Stay a wee bit aggressive there. Oh, as is the bear. Unfortunately, I think the bear is kind of stun-locked at the moment. Oh. He dropped fur. Okay. Feel kind of bad about that, but hey, survival of the fittest. I am the fittest right now, because I have an axe. We're gonna have so much wood after this. We're getting some tasteless sap, too. Yeah, I wonder what those like, boar lion things are. They're kind of neat. Yes. Fast travel! And we're getting our little Budinskis down to the beach. Barren wasteland. Oh. Huh. Hot geyser burst up ahead. Huh. I bet you this is where the alchemists screwed up. Oh, that's a large area to cover. It looks like the other way we could have gone. Realized there was a pond up there. I guess there's no reason for us to walk back. Teleport. Intriguing. enough energy for this. Yep, we're out. Is there anything I can eat really quick to... I could eat a mushroom. How about an apple juice? There we go. Just enough to get me this tree. Ooh, sour tasting sap. That's a new item. And lavender. Nice. Okay. Oh, this game is going to be so addictive. Dangerously addictive is this game. 'Cause I don't want to stop. I want to keep playing this all afternoon. And I can't. 'Cause I have chores. Yes, I do expect you to believe that. Alright, time to sort some bottles and then we'll call it a day. Oh, dang it. Done. Yeah, welcome on in, Blue Cooper. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Oh, hi. Are you happy with me? Hey, I see you've been doing a good job helping us out. Our place is tidier than it usually is. I wanted to say, it's been a pleasure having you help us. Please, keep up the good work. I've got high hopes for you. Nice! We got some moon cloves. Can I ask a question? I'm playing this right now and I'm new at it. I love this game. I'm loving it too, Blue Cooper. And please, fire away. Fire away with the questiones. I will do my best to answer, but I am also new at this, so I may or may not actually know the answer to your questions. I will certainly try to help. Might be assigning someone to the tavern to clear the land side, but I'm not sure who to talk to. Did you get the cutscene when you came into the tavern, Blue Cooper? Yes, I'm Yorn. I own the tavern. Come and pay me a visit. Did I not actually talk to you yet? I want to talk to Yorn. Visit the tavern whenever you're free. Our root beer is famous around town. No, I did talk to you. Well, I guess I haven't. Oh, the lights are off. That's why it got dark. Yes, the barkeeper saw me and introduced himself, but I had no idea. Oh, okay. Try going back into the tavern, Blue Cooper. You should get a cutscene, which is the innkeeper, Leona, and I forget who the third person is. But you should get a separate scene that, no, it isn't Leona. It's two other people. It's the innkeeper and two other people. You'll get a cutscene that will tell you go to a normal location. Yeah. No, you should get another cutscene when you go into the tavern that will trigger the next part of that quest. Basically, you have to go get a net from a person that makes nets. And I'm trying not to say names so as to not spoil things. But you should be able to get, there should be a second cutscene. Oh, okay. So they've already told you to go get the net? Oh, hi. I haven't talked to you yet, Dan. Because, yeah, if they have told you to get the net, my answer to the net is you probably want to go up here to the Primrose Sail. Because it's a fishing boat, and you need a fishing net. It also might tell you, I don't know, it might tell you when you go into your information screen, it might tell you the next step too. I don't know, I haven't had that happen to me yet where a quest is giving me directions. But yeah, we just finished that net part a couple minutes ago. Sure, I'll give you a gift. I have it. Might as well get rid of it. Oh shoot! It's 2 a.m. Whoops! Oh, I totally wasn't paying attention to what time it was. Oops. Ground floor is what that stands for, Blue Cooper. Ground floor. Okay, then what you need to do is go to the tavern during its open hours, and it should trigger another cutscene that will tell you to go to the Primrose Sale. Wonder if I can look at completed quests. I don't think so. I didn't realize Kip's got her own page. That's awesome that Kips has their own page. Yep, not a problem, Blue Cooper. Not a problem. Oh, I'm stalling, by the way. Black Paw. Ooh, a carnivorous bear with thick black fur covering the whole body. A lot of enemies to play with. Yeah, that's fine. We just started a new day. It is relaxing, Blue Cooper. It is relaxing.